Hello and welcome to Sermon Slam. So here's how it works. A scripture will be read, and then the two of us will have a sermonic duel. And at the end, you can determine who has won the Sermon Slam. I'm Justin Coleman. I'm the Chief Ministry Officer here at the United Methodist Publishing House.
I'm Thomas Kleinert. I'm a pastor in Nashville at Vinewood Christian Church.
All right, let's slam.
From Isaiah 40, verse 28, "The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He doesn't grow tired or weary."
I just say thank God, because sometimes I grow tired and I grow weary.
That's it.
Each of us have a moment where we've been given courage by somebody who just seems to have a little bit more strength than we do to carry on. And sometimes I can do that for you, and sometimes you can do that for me, but God is ever present saying, I've got enough strength for both of us.
Right. And to me, it also reminds me that it's not just me never running or working on my own, or us working on our own, but that all our efforts and all our striving and all our struggling is really held within the work and the struggle of God. So yes. There's no outside of God with our work. Mm-hmm. It's fully part of that, and so we can really completely depend on God's strength in all that we do. Yeah.
Ecclesiastes 11, verse 10. "Remove anxiety from your heart, banish pain from your body, because youth and the dawn of life are pointless too."
That is just baloney. I'm sorry. I'll have to have an argument with Ecclesiastes here. There's no way that I can, on my own, just decide, okay, I'm going to banish pain from my body, or I'm going to remove anxiety from my heart. And then that second part, what? I'm sorry, brother. With that one, I won't spar with you. I'll have to have a meeting with Ecclesiastes. I'm sorry. I believe that God is bigger than that, and that my whatever anxiety I carry within my heart, I constantly try to give to God, to be calmed, and for me to be again available for God's work. But to the side note at the end, for like pointlessness, nothing in life is pointless. So sorry, Ecclesiastes, we'll need to meet for a cup of coffee and discuss this.
You know, I always think about the writer of Ecclesiastes like a slightly grumpy old man. And because he's always saying things like this. Put away this, banish this, don't pay attention to these things that, as you say, we can't not pay attention to.
Right.
And then as he thinks about youth, sometimes he's nostalgic about it. Hey, enjoy this. But really, kid, it doesn't matter. And so I also have issue with the writer of Ecclesiastes. The thing that I am heartened by is this sense that all that's fine if it's pointing to something else. Mm-hmm. If you say, my youth might be meaningless or have less meaning when I think of everything else that is important. I'm not going to idolize my youth. I'm going to pay attention to my relationship with God. I'm not going to make an idol out of anxiety or something like that. I'm going to focus on my attention to God. So that I can be down with, but otherwise, I'm going to join you for that coffee with Ecclesiastes. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Sermon Slam.
It was great fun to be part of this, and I want to say, Justin, I want to talk with you about coming over to church every now and then at least, because I think there's great power in doing this kind of on the spot wrestling with texts in front of people. I think there's a lot of potential there. I would love to do this more often.
That's right, the Preaching Brothers. Fist bump. All right.